What is up, good people? You're watching Brudsy Entertainment. So we're going to be doing a reaction video. It's the Manchester airport attack. Leaked footage shows one of the female police officers sobbing, weeping, after obviously being savagely attacked. Let's just watch this back a little bit.
Where's the nearest car? Nice. I'll go give me your keys. Where's you going to take it? Okay. One touch. You're alright. Sit down for me.
I mean, you're going to get people, you're going to get the guys out there. There's a certain bunch of people out there already saying that women shouldn't be in these sort of roles because this is exactly the reason why. They weren't able, like, they just can't deal with it. Too emotional, crying their eyes out because they've been attacked or whatever. And that kind of comes with the job. I'm not of that opinion. And do you know what's funny about that? The guys that are actually saying stuff like that, the male police officer that got his ass handed to him, that was getting his ass handed to him, he was saved. I'm not sure if it was by this one or the other one, but it was another female officer tased the guy as he was punching the male police officer up. And then we see the video of the male police officer get up. He's obviously fuming. He has been pummeled, absolutely pummeled. So he gets up. The guy is subdued. He's down on the floor, and the guy stamps on his head and boots him in the face. Um, and there was a big riot about this, and this is where we have weak leaders, guys. We have seriously weak leaders. Like, everything has to be political, everything has to be a race, everything has to be about religion, whatever. Now, look, this is very simple. For whatever reason, those gentlemen did not want, I think it was a female member of their family, searched or whatever it was. I don't know. You're at an airport, you're in England, you have to obey the rules. It's that simple. So you can't start fighting, punching, bashing up police officers. Anyone that's seen the video can quite clearly see these guys attack the police officers. And the police officer that gets up and, the famous highlight of the guy stamping on the guy's head and kicking him in the face. Is it justified? Probably not. But is it expected? Yes. I mean, if you get into if you go to any other country in the world and you pick a fight with the security staff, and you think you're going to throw punches at them, you're most likely going to end up dead in probably most countries. Let's just have it real. Like, especially like, other countries where they're a bit more serious than us, like, but then again, then you have these weak leaders. Oh, we're worried about being perceived as racist. You guys are part of the problem. If they're bad people, you release the footage, you can see what they've done, you show it to everyone, and that's it. There's nothing that can be spun on it. But because there's always this delay on everything, like, won't don't send this out, don't send that out. Like, no, the police officer probably shouldn't have done what he done. But it's understandable under the circumstances. Like, the guy had just been battering him. And, you thought, damn, I'm going to get some back on you. And, fuck around and find out. I mean, you're not meant to be fighting police officers. Go in any other country in the world. That's what I'll say to you, and try that. Now, obviously, these guys are of a certain faith, and then obviously there was a big old riot that kicked off, and but it doesn't matter. The police need to be stronger. You don't crumble under a little bit of, like, protest and all the rest of it. The guy's done something wrong, prosecute them. And if you don't prosecute them, you look scared, you look like freaking, I don't want to say any bad words, I try not to, but you look weak. And then the fact that you get the far right that will see this, say, look, these guys attacked the police officers and now they're not being arrested, they're not being charged. So you playing right into their hands when you do that. Now, some people will have to, like, the conspiracy theorists behind me will say, is it done on purpose just to whip up race riots, race wars, and win votes? Like, you get those people on your side from that community. The bottom line is, if someone does something wrong, you deserve to be punished. That's it. Like, a black guy does something wrong, Asian guy does something wrong, white guy does something wrong. You deserve to be punished if you've done something wrong. That's the end of the story. The police just come out, grab your nuts and have some balls and just arrest the bad guys. These guys were bad guys. They shouldn't have attacked the police officers the way they did. That's all on camera. There's no argument. It's not up for debate. So it's very simple. Like, just the full force of the law needs to be brought down on criminals. That's it. You get caught red-handed, you get caught red-handed. Like, white collar, I'm not really too fussed about. I won't say that because, that's never mind. I won't go into that. But you know, bankers and stuff like that steal a lot of money off people, and people could argue, you know, they actually do a lot more harm because, you know, when recession goes up, suicide goes up as well. So when these bankers are doing all their crazy business, stealing everyone's money, people lose all their money, guess what happens? Men, that's what happens. So it's quite serious. But guys, I just wish we had some real leaders that had some freaking balls just to punish bad people. That simple. Then the far right can't hijack this movement. The far left can't hijack that movement. Very simple. And the guys out there saying this woman, this is why women shouldn't be. I mean, I saw a video of a guy saying, look, this woman, she would be paid the same as a male officer. And they were trying to argue the wage gap sort of like thing, you know, this is why women deserve less. You know, that's a famous. I hate the way that came out my mouth. This is why women deserve less. Myron Gaines. I think I've been watching too much of his stuff recently. But you know, no one knows. Bottom line, no. On closing, guys, no one knows how you're gonna react in this situation. You know, it's a volatile situation when you get attacked, and you just never know how you're gonna act. And it's very normal to cry after an event as well, like that. You know, it's very normal. So yeah. Very eager to hear what you guys think. Make sure you put your comments in the chat. Make sure you go to my main YouTube channel, guys, which is Brudsy Entertainment. Like and follow and subscribe, all that lovely stuff. Even become a member and get exclusive access. Peace and love to the world.